In this section, I'd like to explain to you a bit more about how intermittent fasting works and some of the key mechanisms behind it. The body is always trying to heal itself, and it does this most efficiently when we're in the fasting mode. 70 to 80% of our energy is normally devoted to digesting food. But what happens is if we are eating constantly all the time, our bodies never get the chance to do any healing or cleansing. People who fast regularly report an increase in their energy levels. This is because the fasting process stimulates cells to get rid of old dead waste and to repair themselves. Fasting is a natural innate mechanism for our bodies to start cleansing and healing. There are lots of hormones that are involved in the eating and fasting process. And the two main hormones that I'll explain that are involved with this are insulin and human growth hormone. Insulin is by nature a storing hormone and is most active when we are digesting food. It helps to maintain our blood sugar levels by moving glucose into the cells, storing any excess glucose as glycogen in the surrounding tissues and in the liver, and any extra will be stored as fat. Think of glycogen as a ready meal that's kept in your fridge. It's quick and easy to make, and it will give you energy relatively quickly. The glucose stored as fat, however, is harder to get to. Think of this as a rich meal which has been kept in your freezer. It will take time to thaw, but the energy from it will be more. This is because fat is higher calorific value than glucose, so you get a lot more energy in return when the body changes it from fat back into glucose. Human growth hormone is released into the bloodstream once insulin levels have decreased, usually after 8 hours of eating. Human growth hormone will stimulate the release of stored fat to be used more efficiently as an energy source. This is similar to learning a new skill. For example, like parallel parking. The more often you do it, the better you'll be at it. In other words, if you fast regularly, you'll be better equipped to burn excess fat as fuel, which will help you to maintain your ideal weight. Human growth hormone is indirectly responsible for helping cells to repair themselves and therefore slowing down the aging process. So when you're let me just scroll down. Oh, gone up. Sorry, I'm just going last bit now.
No, start from human growth hormone because when you say so, it's going to be very difficult to cut. So human growth hormone.
So start that bit again. Human growth hormone is released into the bloodstream once insulin levels decrease, usually after about 8 hours of eating. Human growth hormone will stimulate the release of stored fat to be used more efficiently as an energy source. This is similar to learning a new skill, for example, like parallel parking. The more you practice, the better you get at it. So in other words, if you fast regularly, you'll be better equipped to burn excess fat as fuel and therefore be able to maintain your ideal weight. Human growth hormone is indirectly responsible for helping cells to repair themselves and therefore slowing down the aging process. When you're eating, your body will use glucose as its primary energy. When we are fasting, the body will use stored fat as its main energy source once all the glucose and glycogen has been used up. Human growth hormone is responsible for helping our brain to repair old neurons and also to help build new ones. This helps to increase other communication processes within the brain and to improve memory and recall. Remember, fasting is a natural process that should be encouraged.